you looking at?
But I got something to do with that. It was like 11 in the morning, skipping school, that's when I had a since about the morning. I got on a meet, no new morning. Been in the bed with 2 dark teeth, man, who's you? My shawty pulling up with a real man, getting all type of cash, I'm a general truth.
Standing, look in the mirror, how could you face that? Mask on, don't even know where my face at. Plenty don't even know where waste at. All these in the room, how could you waste that? Huh? Why would you chase that? It's a never-ending run on this racetrack. No matter what, I'ma stay black. It's a never-ending run on this racetrack. Need more jewelry. What I tell myself as I'm writing my eulogy. Ask the mirror, how you put up with this foolery? It reply, how you put up with this dream was a nightmare. He was dancing with the devil for his life, yeah. We all on the dance floor. Girl, come with a dance. Puerto Rican.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to one of our favorite spots, venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Oakland Raiders and the Chicago Bears. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They go play action here on first down. And the Raiders have got him. Justin Ellis with a great push up front. He picks up the sack and a loss of 8. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Out of the gun, Trubisky. Hits his target. It's Taylor Gabriel. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Now just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Here's carry number 1 for Jordan Howard. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. On second down, Trubisky. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. His first catch, good for 16 and a first. A pair of first downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44. On first down, they run with Howard. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
He's going to air one out. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's third. You got a young quarterback. Maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that, because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
Come out of the gate. I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
Offer mine.
You were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll bring up second down. Trubisky with a give to Howard. He will push his way down to about the 14. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing, and I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defense. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Jordan Howard, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Bears take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Parkey with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 27. And a former Heisman winner, this is Mark Ingram. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Carr to throw on second down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. On 3rd and long, it's Carr. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
He spins free. It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And the Bears take over. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. Now they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
They'll throw on 1st down with Trubisky. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. Bruce Irvin in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
Hey, 18. Hey, gotta go.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. Throwing right, and that's complete. A nice pickup there, 19 yards. And they're set up better for third.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. From midfield now, here's Trubisky. Going for the deep ball. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. A big play there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Bears will add on to their lead. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Now the Raiders offense, they get set to head back on the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script.
He's got a man, complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A gain of 39 that time. Carr now on first down. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
And he stopped immediately there. Officially, no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. On play action, it's Carr. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. And the first play will be a field goal try. It'll be spotted on the right hash. A 52-yard attempt. And did he have enough? He did. He kept it on line and managed to tuck it into the bottom right corner. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. Trubisky will throw. Dumps that off to his running back, Jordan Howard. It's a gain of 5, and it'll make it 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Now Trubisky to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Just his second incompletion so far. He's 8 for 10. I think he'll take 80%.
There's no doubt that he will, but if you're the defensive play caller, you better circle what you just dialed up on your play sheet and come back to it because you just caused an incompletion. You need a few more of those.
From the gun on third down, it's Trubisky. And he comes back with one complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a first down. Trubisky now 9 of 11 passing in this first half. He's got his guys a 1st and 10. Looking to throw again, Trubisky. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it down here to the 43. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Throwing here, Trubisky. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Burton. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Trubisky finding the former Eagle Burton for the Chicago first. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Howard. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Now Trubisky to throw on 2nd. It's brought in by Kevin White. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a first down. From the red zone now, here's Trubisky on 1st down. That is caught at the 7. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. On 1st and goal, Howard. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Jordan Howard with touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game. And the Bears will extend their lead. Parkey with the extra. Here's Parkey now set to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Here's Carr to throw. He goes underneath to Ingram. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure, and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice gain.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
On the crossing route, complete. That's Hodges. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. On play action, now Carr. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Carr going to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the... And this is caught inside the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. This is 1st and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Soldier Field following this short break. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They'll try to run it in with Marshall. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. Keith Marshall, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Raiders get a score closer. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And now the Bears coming out as they get ready. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
They'll begin the drive with Howard. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense a good chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. Trubisky now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Trubisky. That's caught by Howard. And all the way inside the Oakland 20 into the red zone. They give him a gain of 38. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. On the toss play, Howard. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Let's go.
The Bears on third down. Can't be any better than a perfect 6 for 6. This time it's 3rd and 3. Now it's Trubisky. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. 13 seconds, the time remaining in the half as they come up on first down. The drive starts here with a carry by Ingram. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Carr now on first down. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And I do believe this is going to line up a safety. It is. It's a safety. How about that for a wacky play? So we come upon halftime here at Soldier Field with the Bears out in front. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, this is taken at his 4. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys are tinkering like crazy.
And in 3. Now Carr throwing on second down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executing well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here now, Johnny Townsend, as he'll punt it away for the second time. So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
After the incompletion, they'll try once more from the 20-yard line on 2nd and 10. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Trubisky. He leads this one for Howard. And a great move on the play as he takes this one past the 25. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
Hey, 18.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That'll put him close to 100 yards receiving. He's at 98, and he's got a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They pitch out to Howard. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
On second down, here's Trubisky. Steps away to his left. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
Now Trubisky on 3rd and long. He's going to launch this thing. Wait, and that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Chicago. Kevin White, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bears will add on to their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, you mentioned that slowly but surely, you also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut it, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
You ready? 618. 694. What's it?
Carr to throw on 2nd down. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. This is caught at the 20. And he takes this thing way down into Chicago territory. A big play there. Carr to Cooper. 55 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. A handoff. It's Mark Ingram. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
694. Go Chiefs.
On 2nd down, here's Carr. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Danny Trevathan in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long.
24.
Shotgun now for Carr. He's going to look deep down the field. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football. It's been a nightmare season. You're well under 500. Your defense hasn't really kept you in a lot of games. And now it's spilling over to the kicking game. That's 3 points you've got to be able to bank on.
They go with Howard to begin the drive. There's some nifty running there. Ultimately, it doesn't get him a whole lot, but it does take him to the 45. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Again, it's Howard. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. The Bears on 3rd down. They've been flat getting it done, 8 for 9 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. From the shotgun is Trubisky. And that is incomplete. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
And now here come the Raiders. And the last time that they were on the field, a little demoralizing. Missed field goal. You always feel like you want to get it in the end zone, but then, oh, well, at least we're going to get 3. Didn't go through the goalpost, so.
It does test the mental processes of a team, though, doesn't it? Because when you miss a field goal, it's amazing how fast they want to turn on the guy kicking the ball. But you need to keep his confidence up, because how many times have we seen games where it comes down to a stretch? And guess what? You need that guy to make the big kick for your team to move on or to win a game. Make sure you keep him happy. Make sure you keep him comfortable.
I'm sure you always treated the kicker nicely, though, right?
You know, truthfully, I did.
Good.
I always did, because those guys, they won us a whole lot of games.
Monday, down. You got it, eh?
To throw on second down. Carr. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage.
6:37. 7:34.
On third and long, it's Carr. Dancing to his left. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out on this third quarter of play. On this one, they'll go on fourth down.
6:37.
Now Carr, gotta have this one. And he can't get away. Carr is going to go down, and that is a safety. So a failure there to get rid of the football. I don't know in the end that it's going to matter much here with this game, but it yields another 2 points.
Yeah, I think I'm with you. It may not matter a ton with the deficit that's already there, but like my old coach used to say, it sure ain't going to help.
It doesn't help indeed.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
Onto the field now come the Bears. Now, the previous drive they punted, but that was just the first time they've had to do so in this game.
And when they turn on the game film, the coaches will rant about this, right? They'll say, oh, God, we got to move the ball, guys. We can't punt the ball away. But they have to keep smiles off their faces because that's the first time in the game they've had to do so. They've moved it quite well. They'll overall be happy with what they've seen.
This is Howard on second down. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8.
That's caught at the 25. A big gain of 38 there on third down. You ready for a Captain Obvious comment?
Let's go. Go with it, please.
He had the 5 picks last week. He's got to be much more pleased. Just the 1 interception. They've got the lead here in the fourth.
And not only is he pleased, his entire team is. Because throwing those 5 interceptions affects everyone. That's extra work for your defense and not enough possessions for your offense. He's flipped that ratio around in this game.
12 more yards there and another first down. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
They give it to him running left. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. Jordan Howard, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Bears will extend their lead. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get. And it's just so strange to see that go up on the board. And then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But, boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Carl try it again on 2nd down. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bears sack.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Throwing on 3rd and long. Carr. Now he's going to throw deep back up. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he will finally be taken down, but not before he reaches the 38.
Tell the truth, partner. You didn't think he was coming down with that one, did you? Come on, tell me the truth.
No, I didn't. I'll tell you what, though. A one-handed grab of that length. Talk about giving your team a little juice.
Oh, big time. I mean, everyone's going to be excited about that one, whether you're on the field or not. It permeates its way through the entire team, and I can't wait to see what they do on the next down.
11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well. Carr now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10.
Go, Chief. Mike 5'9", Mike 5'9".
From the gun, it's Carr. Looking for the end zone. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the Raiders make some inroads here on that deficit.
That's almost just not right. You cover everybody. But those tight ends, they can be awfully reliable.
Very reliable. Defense just has to hate those guys.
It just drives them crazy because oftentimes you can't match up with them. They have you either with size, speed, or maybe even just strength. And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
The Bears in good field position to start out 1st and 10. Again to Howard. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeout in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start.
The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. Touchdown, Chicago. Jordan Howard, 62 yards. And the Bears will add on to their lead. And that rushing touchdown is 4th, puts him just 1 shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll run with Ingram here to begin the drive. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Again, they'll run with Ingram. And he's got room. There goes Mark Ingram. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Mark Ingram, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Raiders get a score closer. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Bears hands team able to pounce on it and get the football. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Give him 4 yards on the play, and that will lead us into the 2-minute warning. They go with Howard again. And he'll get inside the 40 to maybe the 38-yard line. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Now it's Trubisky. He hits White, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays, because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage. Because man coverage, particularly running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Charles